Congratulations on getting engaged to one of the biggest moments of your life, and we are here, Bridebook, to help plan the best party to celebrate this incredible decision you've made. We have planned over 1 million weddings on Bridebook. We have had over 100 million guests attend the weddings we've planned. And in this video, I'm going to take all the best learnings from that and help you plan what is going to be the best party with your best friends, the best food, best drink, best music, best everything to celebrate the awesome adventure you're going on ahead. First up, you want to think about how much do you want to spend on your wedding. Think of what you want to contribute, what your partner wants to contribute, and then if you're fortunate, do you have a family member who's going to help you? Do you have some secret wealthy aunt somewhere who's going to contribute to your wedding? Fingers crossed you do. Put that all together as one pot, and that is your amount of money. Set that number. On Bridebook, we know 64% of couples who don't set a budget will end up overspending by over 50%. So watch out, set that number. And now you need to break it down. And this is something we're really experienced in. And the simplest rule of thumb is to think about breaking your budget into thirds. Okay, these are gonna move a little bit, but you're gonna have 3 thirds. The first third is your venue. The second third is your food and drink. And the third is everything else. Photography, dress, flowers, all those other items on the day of your wedding. You're gonna move between those depending what's important for you. And when you go on Bridebook, our budget calculator is gonna help break everything down depending on what's most important to you. You might say flowers are incredibly important, but actually I don't want a live band, I'm just gonna have a DJ. And these things are all gonna move. The most expensive part of your wedding, the anchor item of your wedding, is going to be your venue. The venue is the most expensive piece. That's going to set all the pricing for the rest of your wedding. But it doesn't need to be expensive. You can change the price, and there are 3 great ways to affect how much your venue is going to cost. One is choosing the location. So if you get married in the southeast, that's the most expensive part of the UK versus the rest of the country. 38% more expensive. Outside of cities are going to be less expensive than in the city centre. And really think about exploring that. Are you willing to travel a bit further to reduce the cost? On the second one is thinking about the season. So we're at one of the amazing venues on Bridebook, one of the 15,000 venues we have. Getting married in the summer at this venue versus getting married in the winter or the off-peak months, the difference is about 50% or more. You will reduce the cost to move to winter by 50% if you just get married in winter. Is that something very important to you? If you're happy with that, then I'd definitely say think about getting married outside of those peak summer months. And then finally, the third one is choosing the day of the week. So again, at this venue, if you get married on the Saturday, compared to getting on the Tuesday, you're going to save 70% on your wedding. Save thousands of pounds. That can go towards the most amazing honeymoon or whatever you want. So think, is it important? You know, can you get your friends to take a day's holiday and come midweek? Well, if they're coming to your wedding, I'm sure they'll all be happy to do that. So those 3, choosing the location, choosing the season. If you can go off-peak, that will save you a lot of money. And if you can go midweek rather than on the weekend, that'll save you a lot of money too. Second third, we're now thinking of food and drink, and this all comes down to the number of guests you're gonna have. So work out your guest list, write that A list, that maybe list, don't call them the B list, but maybe they are. When you have that list, work out who's most important to be there and work out what size capacity you need for your wedding. And that's gonna set all your food and drink costs. From that, if you want to reduce it, think about, are you happy to have evening guests? This is guests who aren't going to come for the main reception, they're just going to come for the evening, and that will reduce cost a lot. On the final third is when you're choosing all the other items, your dress, your florist, your music, you know, all those items, think of what's most important to you. You do not have to have them all. You might really care about your photography and you can upspend on that. Work out what's important to you. On the Bridebook calculator, you can break it all down and then alter it and do your very best to stick to that budget, and you'll end up in an amazing place, and we're here to help you the whole way. Here are some great ways to save a lot of money on your wedding very quickly. Alcohol is one of the most expensive items of your wedding, but it doesn't go off, remember that. You can buy alcohol any time of your year. The best time to buy it is in the run up to Christmas and New Year or just before a bank holiday. This is when the huge supermarket sales are on and you'll save on average £1,500 by buying your champagne in the Christmas sales versus in the run up to your wedding. A great way to save money on your wedding is to get your friends and wedding party involved. Do you have a star baker in the group? Do you have someone who's going to be a great singer for in the church or in the ceremony? Think about who can help out, make it a team event. It'll make it more exciting, more buy-in and more enjoyable, and save you a lot of money. When you're thinking about flowers, there are many ways to save a lot of money. One, each table needs a centerpiece. If you have larger tables, you need fewer centerpieces. Second one is flowers are charged by the stem. So if you're using larger flowers like hydrangeas, you'll save a lot of money versus smaller flowers that you'll need more of. And thirdly, even consider silk flowers and moving flowers around. Often if you have some big displays for your ceremony, you can move those to your drinks and then also move them for your dinner. And that's exactly what I did at my own wedding. It's a great way to make the most of these incredible displays. On dresses and fashion, pre-loved, something that's increasingly popular, it's sustainable and saves you a lot of money. Whether that's your dress, whether it's other items of fashion for your wedding, pre-loved is a great opportunity to not only have a sustainable impact, but save some money on your wedding. So we are so excited to have you as part of the Bridebook family. If you haven't downloaded the app, do, and definitely give us a follow for more great advice. We cannot wait to see you get married and have an incredible occasion. In the meantime, happy planning.